How's it? Today's Monday, September 25th, into the mega volume phase. Basically, we're continuing from last week. We started off a new era of my training, which was a bunch of things I've never done before. Things like triples, like triple full lifts. So I don't recall ever a time when I did snatch full triples, full snatch triples, or full clean triples. Literally ever. They're almost always like a hang something, a power this, a hang that, a block this. But never was it ever going to be a full lift. And now that I'm starting to do those, I learned very quickly last week that it's going to get hard very, very, very fast. This week was 5 kilos up from last week. So last week's brunt of the work was at 4 triples at 70. And then I did one set of 75 to prep for today, last week. And so today we're doing 4 triples at 75 and then 1 triple at 80 to prep for next week. And these were not as easy as I imagined them to be. Oh, look at that. That was weird. Threw my hips a lot and I am visibly upset here. Yeah. I don't know. I had a lot of issues with the consistency, I think. In my head, 75 is very light. 75 is like I could power snatch that probably for 6, maybe more. But doing the full snatch today, it felt like, okay, like these are some things I need to work on. So like most of my first reps are pretty good. I think there's one that I basically almost failed, but I'm going to count it because it was a lot of reps today. But as I get more and more into the sets, like from first rep to third rep, it gets more and more difficult, of course, right? That's usually how it goes, but it feels like I'm running out of steam, I guess. Maybe that rep was more technically sound than the second one was. And it doesn't feel like that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The thing that really is carrying me through a lot of my lifting, right, is my ability to have good technique. But what ends up happening is as I get tired, sometimes I force bad habits. And so from my perspective, the reason why I'm doing a lot of these volume, I guess this volume block, is to get more practice at being tired with a lighter weight. Because when you're tired at a heavy weight, it introduces opportunities for injury. A lot more opportunities for injury. So if you can get tired before you get to a heavyweight, 75, I probably weigh more than 75 right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm feel a little bit pudgy, but if you're thinking about like relative to weights that I've lifted in the past, right? 75 is not even 75% of my best snatch, and so if I can get meaningful work with that, then it's a lot more safe overall. That's like the perspective that I think is important, is practicing the technique, whereas if you're pushing intensity, you're practicing lifting heavy. And I don't think I need a lot of practice lifting heavy just yet. I did come back from that injury and I'm still feeling it today. It was really weird when I guess it's not the same thing. It was a lot more sharp pain today. And it was in not my lower back, like but my mid back when I tried to move one of the squat racks and I just picked it up with my arms. So then like my arms are extended forward. And then when I picked it up, I felt like a pinch in my mid back. It went away pretty quickly, but like I felt really stiff and like I was really worried about how I would lift for the rest of the day. This is my last set, so the set of 80 for triples. This was pretty good. But yeah, going back to what I was mentioning before was I'm coming back from that lower back injury, and so I did give myself an opportunity to lift heavy in some instances, but I've had a lot of practice lifting heavy in the past. So I don't think that it is absolutely necessary for me to get used to that right now. It would be awesome if I could move quicker. It would be awesome if I could be more crisp and have positions that are more deliberate. And so that's what I believe that this sort of work is going to be teaching me how to do. After the snatches, I did some more volume with pulls, so 3 5s, floating snatch pulls. I didn't do the first rep on the second and third set pretty good, very well. I'm trying my best to keep my heels on the ground so that I just focus on extending my knee. Because if I end up extending my ankles as well, then I'm not forcing complete extension from my legs, if that makes sense. Because when you plantar flex, you can kind of cheat a little bit of extension that doesn't necessarily help me move forward, you know. But the rest of them are pretty easy, pretty good. They feel really nice. My lower back or my mid back wasn't giving me any issues. And I think positionally, I could have been a little bit better here. I'm looking at it now from the side angle. It's like I am almost just doing RDLs into a floating snatch pull. And that's not how I should be doing them. So that's something that I will fix next time for sure. If I don't, please let me know. Shit on me in the comments, right? That's what I'm completely fine with that. I don't take really a lot of these things too seriously. But if I can be better in any way, then that's my goal. I did front squats after that, and last week I selected a way too heavy weight. Steve wants me to go at like no more than 100, I think 110% of what I'm cleaning for the week. So cleans this week are going to be 100, and so I did 110 today. It's either no more than 110 or 120%, but whatever that meant, I did 110 today. What I did last week 120 for 3 sets of like 2 or something, which was a lot heavier than I had anticipated. But these here 110, I move very quickly, and it feels like I'm dying. It's so many reps. I don't remember the last time I did like front squat straight sets like that for 5. No, I can't breathe. Afterwards, I did my pull-ups and then 1 set of GHD sit-ups, and then I got out of the gym. It's been a good training session. I think that for me, when I'm looking at what work I'm getting in, I think that I'm learning a lot on how to be more consistent. Even though I think that I'm a consistent lifter in general, I think that giving me more opportunities to do the full lift, the snatch specifically. Sometimes I pull my arms early, and I don't like when I do that. So I'm learning how to fix that slowly but surely. But yeah, that's it for today. I am very excited for how this week will go and how everything is going to end up. But thank you for watching. Shoots.